Beautiful Sundays. What do you
I
think?
know.
They're playing in the background.
I've been a bit fan of Beautiful Sundays for más de 10 años now. They don't exist anymore. That's a sad thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But they remind me of old Frostbite records from the
Hmm.
90s.
Okay.
You know, very similar a Fun People,
Mm-hmm.
a Restos Fósiles, and
Mm-hmm.
bands like that from esa época. In fact, they come from la ola después de ellos. You know,
Right. Right.
um, and fun fact: this is one of their few songs in Spanish.
I was just, yeah.
The majority of the songs are in
Turning on
English.
mics. Turning on mics.
Okay.
Turning on mics. Aquí tu amigo locutor, programador y muy bien desconocido Dr.G.
Y su cómplice, el Chivo. Y en esta noche se nos desparas. El Manolo no está aquí.
No.
No, se anda. Creo que le encarcelaron otra vez.
Ah,
Yeah, it happens every once in a while. He misses some payments and he spends a couple nights. That's okay. That's okay. That's totally okay. Acaban de escuchar a Beautiful Sundays. Ya tenemos bastante aquí en mi vecindad que no escuchamos a Beautiful Sundays. That was a nice choice, Dr. G.
¿verdad?
Se te fue la voz, dude. Estás desconectado. Hit el on button, Dr. G. Es que tenemos fallas técnicas aquí en mi vecindad. It's not the first time. We're on remote today. No estamos en nuestros changarros de usual. Entonces estamos aquí batallando un poco. But that's okay. That's okay. Maybe if Dr. G can maybe read my lips, he knows to go to the next rola. And the next rola, I picked out. I was looking for un set más o menos de recuerdos. And we're going to go with Los Puncetes, su nuevo sencillo aquí en mi vecindad. Se llama Madrid Ataca.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, hello,
Now
hello.
I can hear you.
Okay.
If you were reading
Yeah.
my lips, you should be playing Madrid Ataca.
I am. It's playing. It's playing. I was
Okay.
able to hear you all
Okay,
this time.
good.
By the way, we're live on Face,
Okay.
and yeah, I had to program from home today, and it's like, yeah. Anyway,
It's all good. Es como no
Madrid is
calla.
playing.
Ándale. Okay, that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah,
La pantalla,
it's
güey. La
La
pantalla.
Pantalla is playing.
Anyway, so I was going to play a bunch of rolas esta noche. We were going to play rolas que we haven't played in a long time.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Fan favorites aquí en mi vecindad. And obviamente, pues I went to Los Puncetes. I mean, I'm not shy to admit that I'm a fan, a super fan. And sacaron un nuevo vinilo, another single, just weeks ago. So I was like, why not? You know? I mean, look at la portada. It looks totally cute. I like it. You know? Kill the cash cow.
Is that what that is?
Yeah,
No.
kill the
Well,
man.
it looks like a dog.
Es que Adriana from Los Poncetes, that woman can
Mhm.
slice you with a dozen paper cuts and sprinkle
Man,
you with lemon before you even know what's up.
man. As a lyricist,
Yeah.
oof, she is. Yeah, definitely. Um, I agree with you. It's yeah, she is something else. Let me see here. I'm gonna try. I think this is gonna work. Uh, ahí estamos. A ver. Mm, Ahí está. Ahí está. Ahí está. Ahí está. Ahí está. Ahí está. Ahí
Nice,
está.
nice, nice.
All
Mira,
right. So yeah, Los Puncetes, Madrid me ataca. You can hear that on Live 365 MBMN
mhm.
Radio, and it's in our links too.
Yeah, yeah.
Currently, another
Okay,
just
now,
great, yeah.
not a super secret, but Manolo
Hmm.
is working on, and he is almost solidifying. We will be interviewing Menta aquí en mi vecindad en las próximas semanitas que viene. So
Hmm.
that should be pretty damn neat. You know, Menta is one of la nueva ola de grupos de la
Hmm.
Malasaña Madrid. Um, just amazing. Menta.
Yeah,
Mi hija está
Menta.
por el lado con ¿quién? ¿Quién?
Menta.
And
No,
yeah, Menta.
no.
Menta is one of those bands that like surgió durante el pandemia. Um, yeah, they were just prolific, cranking out singles, and wow. I mean, I was just thinking of Gustavo Santaloa right now again.
Ah, tú y ese hombre.
Yeah, well,
Hmm.
I think he hurt me deep. As a
He did.
fan, as a
Obviously.
fan
Yeah, yeah.
de esta música que tocamos aquí en mi vecindad.
Hmm.
Yeah, I felt pretty damn insulted for every group out there alrededor del mundo that is playing amazing music.
Yeah.
Um,
I, and yeah, these last two, Menta and los Punceses, no se diga, but
yeah,
Menta, there's something special, especially in this song,
yeah,
Fatal, Gracias. This woman's voice, Los Puncetes, she's like you know how they have those long shot and
yeah,
even Tego Calderon, that they're lyricists and
yeah,
they
yeah,
she's like that. She's kind of reminds me of them,
yeah.
but in a very like indie, pop punk way, right?
Los
You know.
Poncetes kind of reminds me of if you took Talking Heads and
Hmm.
Blondie,
The
you know,
okay, and you're talking about the on the musical side, but I'm
musical
talking
side.
more on the
No, no,
lyricist,
but what? Pero
lyricist.
if
Yeah.
you think, I mean, you know David Byrne. You've met
Oh
David
yeah,
Byrne. You've
yeah,
hung out
yeah,
with David Byrne.
yeah, yeah.
The the gentleman is a genius, and his
He,
lyrics
yeah,
are insanely good. You're good friends with Jello Biafra también. Igual.
yeah,
I
yellow,
mean,
yeah,
these
yeah.
are these are guys that their lyrics hasta esta fecha
Hmm.
blow you away.
I was looking at pictures of Yellow, when Yellow and Black Flag and them used
Yeah,
to play here in LA back in the days, right? 80s or something like.
yeah, yeah. Early '80s.
And turning on mics, turning on mics. ¿Qué te
Acabamos de
pareció?
escuchar a Menta. Fatal, gracias. ¿Cómo andas, doctor G?
Bien,
Fatal.
aquí tratando de averiguar este sistema que nos deja, nos está dejando un poco lentos, la verdad, porque se escucha muy bien en el video, pero no se está escuchando muy bien en la radio. La música se está escuchando de maravilla.
Yeah, that's
La
okay. Mira,
música se
si
está,
están
yeah.
entunados en Live 365, you will check out everything they were
the,
playing.
the music.
Empezamos el set con Beautiful Sundays de Argentina. Luego nos fuimos a Madrid con Los
Mhm.
Puncetes y Menta. Man, two groups. Los Puncetes have been around for más de 15 años. Right around the time the Gustavo did that remark, los puncetes started taking off. They almost took it personal and went. Menta just started a few years ago, pero man, esa bandota is kicking some butt.
Mhm.
So let's go across the pond.
Uh-huh.
Vamos a Lima, Peru. We're gonna play a couple bands, young indie bands,
Mhm.
that I haven't played. Ya tengo tiempo que no los he tocado. Pero vamos con Lagartija Carlo, con la canción Ayer, aquí en mi vecindad, a través de MVM Diablo Visión.
So your voice is really low.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. On this side, no, and it has everything to do with me over here.
Okay. All right.
So
I haven't touched the settings, but
yeah, I am trying to see if I can figure that one out. Um, but you're sounding good, but it's.
any better? No.
Hold on, let me see. I think. I think. Let me see this. Let me see if this is gonna work. I think I might have fingered it out. But anyway, so a ver la cartilla. Now
Lagartija
this is
Carlo.
another cover. You know what? I think I need a cerveza. I'll be right back.
Do it. Do it.
You can look at this is condensation. Water falls off. Anyways.
So, were you telling me this is a cover? I didn't know it was a cover.
Yeah, and then we got Nico in the background
That's all good.
listening
Hey, were
to
you telling me that this is a cover?
the no. I was telling you that like Los Puncetes, this is a very colorful cover
Oh,
of
okay,
the
okay.
album cover. Um, yeah, it's very much I, I don't know if it's trends. Could it be trends?
I
Right?
don't know. I think it has a lot to do with the indie scene in different parts of the world.
Hmm.
They're not as. If you notice que la ola ahorita is bien dark, so everything's going darker. This is from a few years ago, so everything's all colorful. Like
I feel like when there's certain political movements
yeah, yeah,
around the
yeah,
world,
yeah.
it impacts like it influences
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
It
Oh,
influences
definitely,
music because
definitely does.
obviously it's influencing us.
Yep,
And so uh, yeah, and so yeah, many things about all this, but oh, gorgeous, just gorgeous music.
well,
Um,
this is just fun,
hmm.
fun pop for movies and that.
Yeah,
Like I know a lot of people don't consider this very pop, but we do.
it's yeah. I mean, we've been arguing this point off and on for
Por
many a
años, años,
year, many a
años.
year, and um, no se va a acabar. It's not gonna end. Uh, que la verdad, it's how beautiful the music that we play ultimately, right?
I agree.
That's
I
es
agree.
lo que gana. es lo que gana,
A
you know,
huevos.
lo que ganan. Pero, ¿qué ondas am, bueno, tocamos lagartijas,
Lagartija
¿no?
Carlo.
Carlos, y ahora estamos escuchando a los
Los
cipreses.
cipreses. Los dos bandas son de Lima. Um, Lagartija Carlos, they've been around for a bit. Ya tienen sus. Creo que van cerca a 10 años. So they've been
Oh,
around
yeah.
for a while. So they're not jovencitos. Los cipreses are about the age of Menta. Tienen sus 4 años, más o menos
Mhm,
tocando, 5. So they're a bit younger, you know.
mhm.
So we'll see, you know. I've been, reading up on Peru lately, and they've been not doing so hot the last 6 months, to a year, uh, politically.
Yeah, y por
I
eso
think the repercussions from Venezuela is spilling over to other countries, and you know,
yeah.
in Argentina también, it's starting to spill all over Sudamerica. So,
Mhm. All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do this. Turning on mics again. Turning on mics
okay.
again.
Bueno, acaban de escuchar Los Cipreses con Perdóname, si suelo pensar. Antes de eso, Lagartija Carlo con la canción Ayer. Dos bandotas de Lima, Perú. Little favorites here, maybe nada. Ya tengo tiempo que no los toco, but like, man, I like them a lot. So, whatever, we're gonna play what we want here in mi vecindad. Especially como no está el Manolo, whew, we can do whatever we want.
We can.
We don't have, we don't have somebody in the background going. Oh. Anyways, it's all good. Bueno, so, news came out today by the Supreme Court. They actually voted in the United States that the abortion pill will remain legal. So the morning after pill will remain legal. So when I set this set list apart last week, yo me acuerdo en los noventas, especialmente en Argentina, y sigue siendo un movimiento de hablando de los
Yeah.
derechos humanos, especialmente de la mujer. So, in memory of that, I was thinking of, pues, obviamente, Fun People. They'd done many songs. But then I found this other band that were fans of Buzzer from the same época. So
Mhm.
let's start with Buzzer con la canción Otra Chica, igual, de Argentina, Buenos Aires. Buzzer, Otra Chica.
Mi vecindad.
The funny thing with Buzzer, this sounds, well, obviamente que están influenciados by Fun People, but it sounds like a Fun People song. It could easily be a Fun People song. Liberator.
Yeah. This. So. So there's a couple songs here that totally remind me of Fun People. And
Well, Buzzer definitely. And the
yeah.
funny thing is, Buzzer came out en los finales de los noventas. Um, Buzzer, Días Felices, a
There's
couple other
certain
bands.
there's certain um there's certain songs that I hear it too when I hear Beautiful Sundays.
Yeah, también igual. I mean,
There's
these
certain,
are all,
yeah.
you can tell, I mean, our friend Necro, junto con Chuli Gato and the rest of Fun People,
Mhm.
definitely, without a doubt, influenced many, many bands alrededor del mundo. I mean, the song we're listening to abajo,
Yeah.
otras voces, Lady from Fun People, viene del sencillo El aborto ilegal asesina mi libertad. Um, do you remember the fanzines that Necro used to write?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a couple
Hmm.
still at my house. Gabby still has a few stashed.
I
Some.
remember the one that talked about this issue,
Hmm.
and the writing. If you look at the fan scene, all I remember is that the his writing was on the inside of the scene, but it was on the left side.
Hmm.
Um,
And then
I
his
don't know,
artwork.
and his artwork on the
Yep.
other side. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, definitely, and not just because he's a friend,
Hmm.
but Fun People and Boom Boom Kid and Necro as an individual deserves, in la opinión mía, to be in the same breath
Hmm.
as a Jello Biafra, as an Ian McKay, as a Henry Rollins, as a and legendary writer performer in a punk rock group,
Hmm.
hands down.
Yeah.
Period. You know.
I'm gonna turn on mics.
Acaban de escuchar a Fun People con la canción Lady, 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 Lady. Y antes de eso, Buzzer, otra chica. Um, Obvio, what I was going after. El aborto ilegal, asesina mi libertad. And that's where, unfortunately, many countries are in this world, and in the United States is kind of kind of getting there. So, yeah. Anyways, I could not say it better than Boom Boom Kid. Pero, bueno, vamos a seguir en esta noche. I'm just gonna get fresa, dude. Let's
Ven,
just
te
let's
sale cada
let's
semana.
do it. Okay.
Te sale cada
Ahorita
semana.
que voy a aprovechar que no está Manolo, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna straight go fresa. I'm gonna go con Carolina Durante junto a Maya Romero.
Mhm.
You can't get much more fresa than Amaya. The Scuba Amaya. You're a beautiful pop star, amazing songstress. You know, and you kind of guttered it with Carolina, but I like it. Anyways, Carolina Durante,
Get dirty.
aquí, con la canción Perdona.
MBMN. Are you able to hear the music?
No, but I'm playing it on my phone.
Okay.
It's just so funny because
Hold on. Let
uh,
me do this.
yeah,
You could hear it there, right?
kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
Amaya Romero is such like a pop, like
Hmm.
straight pop, like no bones, you know, like
Yeah,
like
and
I'm talking
mhm.
about like Miley Cyrus pop, like that pop, you know.
I okay. So you're talking about this, and I'm thinking about like LAMC. Okay,
Okay.
Latin Alternative Music Conference. So it's
Uh-huh.
celebrating 25 years or something like that, right? And I was part of one of the first panelists
I remember
during, because I was working
in the
for
late
Aston
'90s. Yeah,
Records
yeah.
in the 90s, right? And I truly miss that part of the industry, but I just, till this day, like Carolina and Amaya, you know, how much of this was them and how much was it las disqueras, how much was it, so that and don't get me wrong, LMC, like if I had a chance to go again to LMC, I'd love to go, I'd love to be able to go, I'd love to go mingle, but it's just, I think you have to have, tiene que ser parte de tu, ADN, it's got to
Yeah,
be part of your
yeah.
DNA to do that, and I just can't, I
This
just
is
can't.
a fantastic duet, though.
Oh, absolutely. Oh no.
Um,
Okay, and so going back to why I feel this way sometimes, because some of the music is incredible,
yeah.
and the stuff they're doing is incredible. The fact that Café Tacuba and Caifanes are touring together,
Yeah.
At that level, selling out everywhere, even Maldita, with all due respect, it's like as far as like Mexicanos,
Well,
grupos,
let me backtrack on that. I think
A ver.
no nomás Caifanes y Café Tacuba, but I think you're seeing it with Black Keys and other bands. I think they have to collaborate with other groups because everything is so expensive. You have to create that perfect ticket. You can't
Well,
just rest on the laurels of just one band right
yeah,
now.
no, but what I'm getting at is that the music industry is a good thing for the music industry. So if you're in the music industry, then ahí estás adentro. That's part of what I'm feeling, and what I hear when I see like the super pop group. You know, I guess it's the super pop group coming
Yeah,
into our
yeah,
hemisphere,
yeah.
right? And so it's like, you know, would Los Dry Heavers do a song, with um I don't know, let's say Mon Laferte, uh, although Mon Laferte is más alternativa, I guess.
I think the band, you got to look at it this way, and this is where like I certainly don't have any egos. This is where the boys would definitely back her up.
Las
You know what I'm
ligas
saying?
menores. We're listening to Las ligas menores.
La Ligas
Okay.
Menores are and what I love about like good indie pop, you know. And I played it for one of my daughters today, and she
Hmm.
was liking the harmony. I'll talk on the air about my daughters because
Hmm.
I'm gonna pimp out one of they have their first show this weekend. Their
Is
first
it this weekend already?
their first real
Oh shit!
show,
No way.
and I don't think they understand it.
Hmm.
Al Chile,
I got a text. What's his name?
like they don't
Yeah.
understand it, like because they've never done anything like this. The
Yeah.
meet and
No,
Gabby look,
that's good that they don't understand it, because to
yeah,
them is
it's
you
just
know what I mean?
performance.
Is
Yeah, yeah,
that's good. That's good.
and
Let it be. Let it
and
be.
me and Gabby are just looking at each other, going like, "No viejas, you guys got your first gig. Like,
Hmm.
you guys, this is a gig. This isn't a performance. This is a gig.
Hmm.
And you have to approach it that way. They don't fully get it, but we'll see how it goes.
Mm.
They are playing with Diana Gameros and also kids.
Also, kids. Yeah. Yeah. I
So
want to say. Yeah.
it's going to be pretty neat. We'll see. They already got their set lined up.
Hmm.
I got to give shout out to Eduardo Rojas Buffalo. He kind of like he was the mastermind behind the whole thing. You know,
Wow.
um, so
Hmm.
we kind of collabed a little bit. He gave his input and what he'd like to maybe see out of this production, and yeah, I think it's going to be kind of neat. And we actually got the girls involved, and they had their own input. It was kind of
That's beautiful.
it,
That's
it
how beautiful.
it's pretty damn neat. I mean, like Eduardo was just recommending some stuff that he think would go good with the production value and the event itself. You know,
Turning on mics. Turning on mics. Hold on. Hold on. Órale, órale.
wow, ya tengo un chingo de tiempo que no escucho las ligas menores. Esta canción Europa, one of my favorite de las ligas menores. I know it's one of their older songs, but
Yeah.
dang, I don't know if you're listening. I'm actually glad he's not listening. I remember in 91 or 92, we went to go see una banda de Olympia called Tiger Trap. And they were riding the whole wave of grunge, Riot Girl. They were an all girl group. Imagínate las ligas menores,
Hmm.
just an all girl college group
Hmm.
from Olympia, Washington.
Right. Right.
And I remember like I was already a fan, and I went to go buy su mercancía, and all they had was either a small or a medium shirt. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Pues yo de terco, I bought it.
Yeah. You
And
needed
I shoved this sausage physique into it.
to.
And I wore it a few times. And Manolo would just look at me
Nice.
going like, "You're wearing the Tiger Trap shirt again." I'm like,
Mm.
"Yeah." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it's extra medium, bro." And I'm like, "Yeah." But I'm supporting those gals. Anyways,
Yeah.
uh, La Ligas Menores remind me a lot of that band, Tiger
Oh
Trap,
yeah.
30 years ago. Beautiful, beautiful band. Antes de eso, Carolina Durante con Amaya. Uh,
Hmm.
it shouldn't work, but it does.
Hmm.
You know, If you don't know who Carolina Durante is, look them up. If you don't know who Amaya Romero is, then look that up.
Look that
She's
up.
like she's a pretty big in España as far as like straight pop, you know.
Mhm.
But wonderful, wonderful collab. So
¿A dónde vamos? ¿Hasta dónde?
well,
Oh, we're talking about pop. We're talking about like,
oh, that's right,
fuera
that's
del
right. So
aire.
then I promised my daughters that I'd promote
Mm,
este domingo, 16 de junio. 16? Sí, a
yeah.
Día de los Padres.
Dios Padre.
Va a haber un festival aquí, and also Motley's alter ego group, also Kids,
Mhm,
is headlining a show over here
mhm,
for la comunidad de Watsonville. And están trayendo desde Ciudad Juárez a Diana Gameros, who's very much kind of like a. Do you remember when Shakira first started out, just for an
mhm,
acoustic guitar? Very
mhm.
much like that.
Oh,
Very
wow. Mhm.
beautiful, beautiful lyrics, very potent
Singer songwriter.
singer songwriter. Yeah,
Nice.
Diana
Mhm,
Gameros is very. Um, Her lyrics hit hard.
mm,
You know,
mm.
she was raised in Ciudad Juárez, came over here undocumented, and went to school in Michigan, I believe,
Órale.
and went through some music programs, and now lives in splits her time between the Bay Area and Ciudad
Mhm,
Juárez. Um,
nice.
but yeah, yeah. So nuestro amigo El Buffalo, Eduardo Rojas, is one of the organizers of the events, and he hit up my daughters to open up.
Nice.
So they're going to be open up. You know, he's going, well, this is un festival para los familias aquí de Watsonville, and
Mhm,
you know, for the kids. So I'd love to have some kids artists. So they're doing their first real gig.
nice.
So we'll see. They have a couple of songs in surprise, and uh,
And what are they coming on as? Their stage name?
they're coming out as their real names: Isabel Azul and Olivia Pilar. You know, they're just,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
they don't have stage names. That's the thing. They just want to then just go in and do
That's
your own thing,
good.
girl. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
so like,
Awesome.
you know, I don't think they understand how you know, you and me and my
Mhm,
wife and my little, we can be like, in fact, funny story. Le eché un telefonazo a Felix, the guitarist from, you know,
mhm.
Los Tardos, Dry Heavers and stuff. And I go,
Right.
hey, wait, Buffalo me está llamando y, you know, Osomali's coming to town. You know what Felix said? Well,
Yeah.
I think we're ready, dude. I think we can do it. You know, we'll jump on. You know, we've played with Osomali before. You know, so he's like, and Felix is a fan of Osomali. He's all like, I
Yeah.
think we
Yeah.
can do it. You know, yo estamos listos.
Yeah.
You go, and I go, no way. I go, it's not for us. He se queda callado, and he's all like, what do you mean? I go, they're hitting up your nieces, bro. He's all, no mames.
He's all, yeah. Let me put on my shirt. I'm ready for this.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
it was a trip. Anyways, vamos a seguir aquí la música en mi vecindad.
Seguimos.
Um, let's get a
Where we
little bit
going? Where we
somber.
going?
We're
Okay.
gonna stay in Argentina,
Mhm,
since I love listening to Ligas Menores.
mhm,
And no, actually, we're not. We're going to. I'm sorry. We're going back to Peru. Con
mhm.
Ceci Monster versus Donka, con una de las canciones que me gustan más de ellos, titulado, what is it? Hombros descompuestos.
Hombres descompuestos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It hurts you. It's painful. Mi vecindad. MN, Diablo Visión. Man, I'm noticing we're
This
just
is
we're just jamming by since Manolo's not on.
Yeah, no, I noticed that with the time because these
Yeah.
songs they're not small songs.
No. I think we
You
talk
know,
more when Manolo
yeah.
talks a lot too. That's all good.
No, and I think there is more banter
Banter.
because that third
Yeah,
person, it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but yeah, man, like even okay, so so our topic about the pop scene, pop music,
Mhm.
and you know, obviamente,
It's
lo que
different. I mean,
pasa.
por los que no
It,
conocen, me and Dr. G are old alternative punk rockers, whether you believe it or not. Dr. G got sucked into like major labels and yeah, major labels. I mean, for a while you were on BMG and Sony, so you were doing major labels,
I was
Latin
also.
Grammys, etc. So Dr. G he had to put on a suit and tie and se vendió. He sold out, like for
Yeah,
almost a decade.
and it, and that's part of what I was saying earlier, that I think I love it. I love the suit and ties, actually. The suit,
Yeah,
suit.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't. I
yeah. No,
wasn't too
no,
much of a tie guy. I wasn't too much of a tie guy.
yeah.
I like wearing that stuff. Pero lo que no, lo que realmente ya no era para mí was just that that lifestyle, I guess, because it becomes a lifestyle,
Well, this is the funny thing, mi amigo Doctor, if you don't mind me like sharing stuff. So Doctor G se fue and he started traveling the world from like LA to New York to Dallas, San Antonio, Chicago, you name it, for major labels. And Manolo and I went deeper into punk rock and did bands and guttered it. And then like, wait, how many houses did you lose and how many marriages did you go through?
I feel. Hmm.
Anyways, the party scene I think is more wild
Hmm.
in the scene that you were in
In back when I left, or
when you left. Yeah, I mean, because you were, I mean, sometimes me llamabas and you're like, guess who I'm on tour with? And I'm like, I don't know, Juan
yeah,
Gabriel. Like I'm touring with what? I'm like, oh dang, okay, you know.
yeah, uh,
Or guess what I'm doing? Guess where I'm at? And I'm like, where are you? I'm at the Latin Grammys.
mm,
Like G would drop like, aquel entonces we didn't have cell phones, so we would just call from like the just diamonds or collect calls. We're seeing,
yeah. I remember having to do that to you guys.
yeah, crazy, yeah.
Angels, Angel from Angels B. We gotta get Angel from Angels B back on.
Es que
Me
su
ven, me
vieja le
ven.
puso a trabajar, güey. She's like, didn't she goes, I don't want this guy in the house anymore, dude. Like,
He doesn't know that. Well, obviously, Diabolico's not on, so he's
yeah.
all. Is it El Chivo's show today or what?
No, no, no. Yeah, we're just talking some mad masa
No,
here.
he just doesn't hear the rest of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
song. But anyhow, yeah. So, like I said, I think the industry is great. It does this thing. It's part of music. It's part of culture. It's part of everything, right? There's certain, like, standards and criterias and whatnot that, it was just not me. That's the very, very truth, that it just was not me. That's all.
You did
You
a
know.
damn good job on it. I'm still
I
remembering the time that you took Fabulosos Cadillacs on tour and you were picking up in your hoopty.
in my man, that thing was a beat up
That
car,
one, that
dude.
one was failed, dude. Like I'm surprised you didn't get STDs off that vehicle, dude. Like, it
Man,
was,
that car, it
so
was
Doctor Hay had a car that was barely legal, una
it was
carcancha. It was like falling apart, and he
yeah,
goes up and picks up Los Fabulosos Cadillacs from
yeah,
the SFO airport. No
yeah,
joke. I'm not even kidding you guys. And drove him around por cuántos días? Like 3, 4, at
uh
least.
couple days, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No
that was
shame.
something else. That was something else. Well, and back then se prestaba, se prestaba, because if you think about it, I was picking them up. I picked them up from the Tenderloin.
What were you doing
Okay,
in the Tenderloin?
what were they doing in the Tenderloin? Because I picked them up from there. So think about it that way. So that's where it all started. Okay, now, to be recruited to be the person to be driving, of all people, Los Fabulosos Cadillacs, I'm talking about, main guys around San Francisco. Obviously, I was going to take them to the shady parts of town, the good stuff, where we got the good burritos, the good ice cream,
Yeah, yeah.
the good, uh you
Better
know
drugs. Yeah,
the nudie scenes. I didn't take them to,
yeah,
like, Little Italy, that kind of nudie scene, but anyhow, it was good. It was good.
yeah.
But yeah, so it so again, going back to this whole thing with the pop scene and music and whatnot, it's like, tiene su, obviamente, su lugar. tiene su lugar. Um, but
it's a fun ride. Everything's a fun ride.
procrastinación, man.
Yeah, we haven't played them in a while.
You know, procrastinación uno, yo cero. Que I mean, just the name in itself, it's like wisdom.
Yep.
It's like it's
Yep.
wisdom. But
Great band. Desafortunadamente, I don't think they exist anymore. They haven't put out
no,
anything.
really.
I don't think they put out anything
They
since
better be like
a
hitting it hard,
single.
like in a studio. That's what they
I
better be
don't think
doing.
so. No, dude, porque empezaron en
No,
el 2012, güey. And they put out, a couple albums, but they haven't done anything for a long, long time. All right. You gonna
turning on
open up?
mics, turning on mics. Hold on. Turning on mics, turning on mics. All right.
Santa Rosa de Procrastinación uno Yo cero. Antes de eso, Ceci Monster versus Dunka. Hombros descompuestos. Um, Two bands de Peru that I've been fanboy of for
Yeah.
years. I remember, oh man, cuando empezamos Mi Vecindad 2.0, man, it must have been in 2015, 2016. Uh, Descubrí al segundo disco de Procrastinación uno Yo cero.
Right. Right.
And I played it from cover to cover 2 or 3 times, and that was la first time in a long time in my life where I actually played an album front to back and then
Right. Right.
repeat it again because it blew my mind. Um, Anyways, eso fue Procrastinación uno Yo cero. Antes de eso,
Yeah.
Simon versus Donka. La set esta noche was a little bit all over the place, but in a beautiful way. In a beautiful way. I mean, we
Mm.
started with Los Poncetes, Menta, Lagartija Carlos, Los Cipreses, Buzzer, fun people. Carolina Durante, Las Ligas Menores, and now these guys.
Yeah.
So I can't complain. And we were
Well.
sharing stories,
Yeah. Yeah.
Juice talking off air how he almost got an STD while touring with Fabulosos Skylax. I mean, that was scary, scary times.
There were wonderful times. Wonderful times. I'll tell you everything about these wonderful times. Um, Now, what is gonna happen is that we're gonna end tonight with a very, very important group in
You
lo
think?
que era, yes, a
Well, yeah,
very
pues, obvio. I mean,
yeah.
we were talking about when we started the hour, Café Tacuba and Caifanes,
Mhm.
right? Para México, en los últimos de los ochentas, principios de los noventas, yes, Caifanes, Café Tacuba, you know, legends of de la segunda ola de la música mexicana. But this
Right,
next
right,
band was even predates them.
right. Well, what's gonna happen tonight is that we are ending with, not only is it one of the most um, I guess important groups for, now going back to what I was saying earlier, the rock, the pop rock,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
So anyhow, tonight we are gonna end with Nacho Pop. I played Nacho Pop before. I played it many a times. Now what we're gonna end with Nacho Pop tonight. Now what the difference is that while we were thinking about pop, in my head I kept thinking about the songs that influenced us, right? And so for me, Nacho Pop was one of those. And in particular, in especial, Lucha de Gigantes, which was one of their first, hits,
Mm-hmm.
was so important that it became part of, the Mexican, um during the Mexican, the new era of film,
Mm-hmm.
and the most recent one, cuando Ignorarti and the Toro and all that were coming up with some new stuff. These guys, they featured Lucha de Gigantes, and because of that, I became like, again, I was like, whoa, these guys are real. I thought it was a group that was very current, like very new.
Mm.
Like I literally thought it was like a
You
new
thought
group.
you thought it was a current group covering it, or
I thought it was a new group that was new to the pop scene,
okay?
and I did not knowing that it was Nacha Pop from, like, we're talking about like the big 1978 to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
early 80s. So anyway, vamos a terminar esta noche con Nacha Pop y con eso nos despedimos. Una noche con unos temas muy importantes sobre lo que es la música, la industria, qué es mi vecindad y bueno, lo importante que es este grupo español de pop rock que comenzó en el 78. They started in
Yeah,
78,
yeah.
dude.
Do
So
check it
it's
out.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I just thought, wow, this guy, it's amazing. But the song, and then the song isn't,
Mhm.
it's a live song. I mean, this song is recorded live. It was one of the best recordings of this song. So anyway, terminamos con Lucha de Gigantes de Nacha Pop.
Hasta la próxima semana, muchachos. Agur.
Buenas noches.
When was this song recorded though, live? What year?
The live was recorded. mm,
It doesn't say, huh?
it does. Hold on. I think I do know where I can see it. This this might have been like in '97.
Okay. So when they got back together again, then?
Yeah. 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 But the song, the song originally came out. Yeah, like in, I think it was like in 1980.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Very good. Bueno, hombre. I think it's just you and Manolo next week.